Okay, if you've really been following me, you will notice that I've done one or two videos that talk about if you choose to stay long in Malta or not, what you should do immediately. And I believe before this video that definitely I've dropped out videos talking about the benefit. I said let's split it. Let's split this thing into two forms. Whatever decision you make, the benefit of that decision, whether you choose to stay longer in Malta, the benefit of it, or whether you choose not to stay long in Malta, also the benefit. I use the word benefit because it also has its own advantages for the fact that you're already in Malta. Now, this is the phase two that I want to talk about. We did that of the phase one. Let's talk about the phase two. Okay. Now, welcome back to my channel. I'm very much sure this one won't be as long as the other one because I know the other videos has a whole lot of package. There's so many things to be talked about. There's so many things to really discuss when it comes to choosing to stay long in Malta. In fact, I am trying my best not to feel bad whether that decision will be right for me. Okay, I will make you understand what I mean. First of all, thank you once again for those of you that are my old-time subscriber. I want to say thank you for stopping by. It's a lovely thing to see that you guys are always by my side supporting me. Whatever we at least coming in, nice comments. It shows that people are watching and they are getting some point from it, and they're interested to want to find out something. Certain things they look or they seem not to be sure about or look a bit confusing or so. Now, if you see my face for the first time, my name is J.O.S. This is J.O.S. Travel Abroad, and here I talk basically about how to migrate abroad using study route, because this is what I believe is safer, the best option to look at use, and in fact it gives value for your money. And then mostly I now talk more on trying to migrate to Malta, coming to Malta through study route, because it seems what my followers are basically looking for at the moment, for the fact that I am also here, so they want to hear from the horse's mouth, and probably they want to make sure that they are getting the information first and directly from someone who is experiencing it or experiencing those things live and direct. Maybe this is why they prefer I speak more on Malta. But it doesn't mean I have not done jobs for people to migrate to UK, to migrate to Canada, or to migrate to Ireland. I have, but I dwell more on Malta because this is where I am, and this is what most followers have been asking me to do. So this is in case you want any information concerning how to migrate to Malta, basically study route, then you are welcome. This, I would say, it's the right channel for you. All you just have to do is click on the subscribe button, so when I upload something next, and also click the notification bell, turn around down there, click it, so when I upload a new video, you also be notified about this. Now, let me come to this topic. I did a video, we talked about whatever decision you make is fine, but what you should do is that stick to that plan right from the beginning and start working towards achieving those plans right from the very minute you step your leg into Malta. Then something I came up to, like say, just something that was cropped out in my mind. It's okay, when we talk about this is what you should do, whether it's a long time or not long time, it's okay, let's split it. Let's make it like two separate videos and talk about what you tend to benefit, whatever choice you made, whatever choice you will make, whether you choose to stay in Malta long. And I have done the first one talking about the benefit of choosing to stay in Malta for a long permanent residence. One key thing you can take away, it's fantastic thing once you get it. There's a whole lot of things to enjoy when you become a permanent resident holder of a country. Now we want to talk about this phase two. If you decide to stay for a short period of time and leave, what do you also still enjoy for coming to Malta and not staying too long? There is still things to benefit for coming to Malta. The number one of them is that number one, for the fact that you are coming to Malta. Now it will fall into these kind of categories of people. I did a video about that too, people that really benefit for coming to Malta. Now this is also, those of those benefits are part of what you enjoy for a short stay. For the fact that you have entered Malta, one benefit is that Malta has enabled you to gain this travel history that is crucial to access or connect or actualize your plan B, your decisions to wherever you want to go. There is one crucial element of the consideration whenever an immigration officer wants to look at something, there's something they would want to find out. If you have travel history, the reason they look at that travel history is that if you have been able to leave the shore of your country before and you want to go to another country, that thing must have exposed you to understanding how other culture, perspective, how they behave, or what's their perspective about certain things. So it's not limiting you to only your own understanding of things or how things are done in your country. It means you have gained global exposure. It also means you have gone outside a rules that is so that you are familiar with. When you're familiar with a particular rules, it becomes complacent. You are just used to, and in China, we know how to do it. In Ghana, now we know how to do it. But when you now find yourself in another country, you're always careful. You're always trying to behave yourself, because now this is not your country. You have to be careful, because any little thing you do, you might violate the rules of that country. You are now working based on the rules of that country. So you might violate the rules and they kick you out. For that reason, you are always composed, well behaved, law abiding. You don't want to violate anything. You are careful. So if you can travel to another country and there is no trace of anything, criminal activities, involvement, or you didn't do anything bad, that shows you are somebody who knows what to do, who is careful, who obeys rules. It makes it easy for other countries to see you like, okay, you are not a threat to them if they allow you to come in. So one of the things is that travel history is crucial to show that you have seen things in different perspectives. Now you are now managing from different angles, your own view from your country and the views of other people from another country. So number one is that the travel history must enable you to achieve that. How do you do that? When you achieve travel history, for instance, when I visit Italy to do some things in Italy, when I went to renew my passport in Italy, it shows that I went to Italy, I obeyed the rules, I got the things that took me there, and I came back to Malta. That simply means I have opportunity to want to lie, run away, hide in Italy, seek asylum, all those things, but I did not. So I obeyed, I honor the things I say I am going there to do. Oh, I want to visit there for 1 week. I visited, I came back. So it makes me somebody who is honest by what I say. If I now tell Canadian government that I want to visit them for 1 week, there's every tendency that I can visit them and go back. It's very hard. If I can now run away. And two, the travel histories that we gain in Malta, coming to Malta, I can show. Malta also has given me an exposure to travel to other countries visa free. 30 again country visa free. It simply means if I choose to go to Netherlands and Germany now, I can go. So, but I imagine I was able to now travel to Netherlands or France or Germany for 1 week and I come back to Malta. If I apply to Canada, they do have reason to doubt me now because of the travel history. I was able to also build from the travel history of Malta. This means that what stopped me from then going to France and declare asylum? What stopped me from going to Netherlands and decide to stay back? I don't want to come back to Malta. Are they not bigger countries? I can literally stay in those places. I have access to those places, yet I did not run or disappear. And I honor what I said I want to do. So it has increased elevate my reputations that I mean what I say, I stick to what I say. You understand? That's beautiful with travel history. And two, that exposure, that international exposure and the opportunities that surround it. What do I mean by this? I just explained that from the phase one of travel history. Because I am already in Malta, it shows that if I decide to, I am now exposed more to many opportunities that is surrounding Malta. It means I can easily make some funds and then choose to go to Netherlands. It's easier for me compared to when I was in my own country from Africa. It means I can easily make some funds and choose to go to Switzerland. It's easier. I can choose to go to France. It's easier. I can choose to go to Germany. It's easier. I can even choose to go to UK. It's easier. I can choose to. So I now have that opportunity for the fact that I come to Malta. So it simply means that international exposure at distance would increase my visa chances. That is the the also benefit of being in Malta. It increased my visa chances of any country that I choose to go to, anything I choose to do, it has increased my visa chances. That is one beautiful thing. Example given that I told you, I've said this couple of my videos. I know somebody who is a foreigner here. In fact, there is a colleague now that I know that told me that he has gotten his visitor visa to UK the second time. He just working in the security field. He had applied for a visitor visa to UK. He got it. He went. He came. He had tried it again. He has been approved. Now he's not running away. He's going and coming. Tell me, once he's going to apply for US while in Canada, while in Malta, will he not get it? He will get it. When he's going to apply to Canada, will he not get it? Get it. So now, if you choose to stay for a short period of time in Malta, the benefit is that number one, you'll be able to acquire all what it takes to help yourself to achieve to that things you want to go to in second. And that means being in Malta, you are already gaining access to build a good travel history and to achieve your plan B. You're already gaining access to connect, to be exposed to all those other countries and see plenty opportunities around you. So you have options of choice, like options of countries to go to. You can then choose where to go to easily compared to when you're in a country. Then the benefit of the short-term stays in Malta also is that maybe you're not getting it, or probably may look like I'm not painting it well. It's still a good decision. You will still benefit if you choose to stay short. Probably that's what I am trying to make you understand. Now, if you choose to stay small, it means you can easily achieve the financial resources or requirements to achieve your next plan. Yes, that should be the main core benefit, but I put it in as, let's say, the third phase. The main core benefit is that financial resources, you achieve it faster when you decide to stay in Malta, regardless of the numbers of period or years you choose to stay. How? If you are coming in from African countries, Malta is blessed. It happens to be that Malta also is one of those countries with good per capita income. There's good circulations of this thing in the country. It also has a very reasonable minimum wage, particularly higher than most countries, if not all the countries in Africa. All the countries in Europe, they have a good welfare package. Malta happens to be one of them. Also have a good minimum wage, more than most of those countries in Africa, if not all, even in India. So let's look at it this way. If Malta is giving you per hour 5.5, by exchange rate of some other country is a way whole lot, because now it has helped you to achieve something faster. I will give you a hint so you understand what I'm trying to paint here. If, for instance, in my country or somewhere you find that you're earning equivalent of 50, 100 euro in a month, and then that same 50 or 100 euro, you can earn it in a day in Malta here. I'm talking, let's say, Nigerian Ghanaians down. This simply means that with you earning that same amount, you will earn equivalent of it in a month in a country, you're earning it in a day or even in 2 days. It means it fast track all the things you're supposed to do. What you would have achieved 12 months in your own country, you could achieve it within 15 days or 1 month in Malta. By so doing, it has fast track all the things about you and make you attain this thing, achieve something faster. So it has brought back your expenses of 12 months to 1 month. It has brought forward rather all your income that you're supposed to achieve in 12 months to 1 month. So it brought all the goals, the things you're supposed to achieve, your desire, your goals, your plans, everything of 12 months into 1 month. Therefore, if you are staying 3 years, 2 years, 3 years in Malta, it means some of your 12 years plan from where you're coming from might be achieved within a year. And that now comes to you being able to save that kind of money you require. When I mentioned an example there, I said you can actually save between 25 to 30,000 in 3 years. So the benefit of you coming and staying in Malta is that when you decide to stay for a short period of time, you see the possibility, so you can achieve that financial resource requirement you need to achieve your next plan. Good. Then the other number 4, the benefit, if I'm on track, number 4 benefit is that you are actually believed it helps the process faster and in a more convincing way than when Okay, maybe I should not use grammar. Make I not use grammar. But the things you will do, I mentioned that people from this country that benefited, it makes it easy and faster for them to be convinced of what you present than when you are in your country. That I mentioned in one of my other videos. It means if I am to present 50 million here in Malta after 3 years, and I present 50 million in Nigeria after 3 years, the me in Malta is more convincing than that me of Nigeria. If we have to start presenting it, I need to go deep, explaining how I actually make that 50 million in 3 years in Nigeria than here. I do not need to. Maybe in Nigeria, I would have to start showing proof that I'm an investor, I do businesses. As I'm saying that, I'm using Canada as a yardstick. Canada want me to say, okay, I am a businessman while I was in Nigeria, so I could make 50 million in 3 years. I now have to convince them with my business registration certificate, proof of how money was coming in from clients, a certificate of this, the flow of money, because the minimum wage there can never really give me, I cannot be a salary earner and achieve that, except maybe I'm a top officers, personnel, or politicians, and high level. But the levels I present as just a common worker, can you compare the two now? Let's say you are just like a banker in Nigeria. You want to present 50 million in 3 years. How much is your salary? So you can never be a salary earner to get that. You need to convince them with other. So it makes your application becomes ambiguous, difficult to get. But as a salary earner in 3 years, I can achieve it. If we go by the exchange rate now, the 50 million we're talking about is basically like 30,000 euro in 3 years. Oh yes, I can make 30,000 euro in 3 years. Just the only thing is how much am I actually spending, how much am I saving. So as a salary earner, I can't make in 3 years. I don't need long stories. I just show my pay slips and I show my bank account, and I'm good to go. But then I must explain my SOP will be locked. So it makes the things I would achieve from here more convincing and easy compared to where they're coming from. That's the one big benefit. That's another big benefit. And two, it makes that dreams or goals more realistic. I will put this at the finance. It's more realistic compared to that of where I'm coming from. So that's also the beauty. I would easily know what I am doing. See, consistencies. I'm going to do videos as well why a lot of us struggle. For the fact that I'm seeing what I'm working for and I'm seeing the proof and I'm saving them. The possibility of achieving that dreams is realistic, more realistic, and the possibility of me getting convinced that I would be approved in any application I submit to other country is more realistic compared to the way my heart rate will beat if I submit an application from Malta to Canada and US. Is not the same with the way it will beat when I'm in Nigeria. It can be like times 4 and 5. I would be in doubt. I would be praying heavily. Oh God, will they believe me? Will they believe me? But here, I don't have to. I just would be like, unless I believe my documents are enough to convince them. So it will not go fast like that. So it's realistic that I can achieve that desire of going to that next phase 2 of my plan more faster, more convincing in Malta compared to where I'm coming from. So these are the essence. This is just what I want us to understand. But I'm going to drop a video again next about 1 or 2 points that I intend to share with you. But until then, I would just recommend you click on the subscribe button so you'll be part of the family, and you get to, maybe you don't know, the next video might be something you might really be looking for. Or you also click on the notification bell in case I drop it, you will be the first to be notified, and it might just be as helpful as you have desire it. But until I meet or we meet in the next video, let me say thank you for watching up to this moment, and bye for now.